Today I'm going to be watching ShoeOnHead's response to Democrat criticism.
So what has happened since my last video? Well, Biden is gone, he is out of office, he has somehow completed a 4-year term, which means, that's right.
That's actually funny because I remember for a time, a lot of people didn't think Biden had it in him to finish the term just because of all of the things that were happening with his health, with his speech. A lot of us were thinking that he's not even going to finish his presidency, Kamala's going to have to take over, but he stuck it out until the end.
Dave Rubin has to retire.
If Joe Biden completes a 4-year term, actually completes a 4-year term, I will retire.
I guess he does have to retire now because he did complete it. Maybe it would have been better if he hadn't, but then we would be stuck with Kamala, and she never answered a single question when she was running for president. So I wonder how that would have gone.
Once again, Trump has been inaugurated. And this time, all our favorite characters were there. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos' wife's tits, Mark Zuckerberg. Frankly, it's disgusting seeing billionaires so openly, brazenly support our government officials. They should be doing it behind the scenes like they've been doing for decades.
That is such a good point because it's true. This is why it's such a big deal. It's because it's like billionaires are blatantly supporting politicians. Like Elon Musk has brazenly supported Trump for years now. A lot of people have a big deal about it, but it's been happening for decades. This is how the country has been being run for decades. Like all of the big companies have been lobbying for their laws to get whatever they want. So this has been a reoccurring theme in American democracy, or you want to call it a bureaucracy now. Anyway, that's something that's been going on for years now. It's just so obvious now in our faces because of social media. I think it's better to know who the key factors are and who's getting what they want done. You know what I mean? Like pushing for their agenda. Because back then we didn't really know who it was. Now we know it was Fauci or Soros, you know what I mean? They were the ones who were behind Obama, the Clintons, maybe even the Bushes, Biden, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, the elites have officially bent the knee. And it seems with the popular vote came the sudden and long overdue death of woke capitalism. Rest in piss. Although I never did get to try those gay Oreos. You don't know what you got till it's gone. The inauguration was a beautiful celebration for Republicans, full of joy and whimsy.
It's so funny because Barron was so serious, like the whole time. I don't know what he whispered in Biden's ear either. Like, I don't remember what it was, but Biden's face soured after Barron spoke to him. But yeah, Barron is very serious, and I really do wonder if in 20 years he's gonna be the next president. I feel like he already has a fan base because of Trump. Let's be honest here. He is the most dignified person out there right now from both sides.
Humiliation ritual for the Democrats. Bye, Joe. Thanks for all the fucking nothing. Your legacy will be having dementia, aiding a genocide, and handing the country over to Donald Trump on a silver platter. Executive order after executive order, pardon after pardon.
Couldn't have said it better.
Trump got to work enacting his mandate on day one. But even as all this is happening, Trump seems to be on this bizarre side quest to conquer Canada and Greenland. But if we're gonna annex Canada and make it great again, can we at least get their healthcare without the wait times or the assisted suicide? Can't there just be a
This whole Greenland situation, it does seem like a side quest. It came out of nowhere. I don't even think he was running on that for most of his presidential run, his campaign, and now all of a sudden it's like the most important thing that he wants to get done, when what he really ran on was getting energy costs down so he could lower the cost of living. Now he's on all of these other side quests. I don't even know how many executive orders he's signed already, but there are a lot. It doesn't seem like he's gonna slow down anytime soon. Why is our healthcare system so freaking expensive? That should be a first priority in getting that down too. If Trump really wants to make a name for himself, if he really wants to change the left's views on him and strengthen the right's views on him, these are, I think, the two best things he can do. The energy, gas prices, all that stuff, lower that. and do something about insurance and price of getting good health care. I mean, we know that for the American diet, it is pretty lousy because we're one of the most obese nations in the world. And I feel like asking all of this from the president, like, is a lot to be asking for, only because they have been so incompetent for years. But Trump over here is coming out saying he can do anything, he's the best president in the world. So I really want to challenge him to actually achieve those two things. I think those two things should be priority over Greenland, but I don't know.
An Italian-American Tucker Carlson fan from New York murdered a healthcare CEO. And it wasn't me. His name is Luigi Mangione, and he's currently the most thirsted after man in the world. Mama, I'm in love with a criminal. Ugh, women are so cooked, dude. Why can't they just be normal and make fan cams of the Unabomber like me? Now, I don't condone murder. That's it, I don't condone murder. Murder is bad. But honestly, I don't even know what killing a healthcare CEO even does. It's a job position. The job position will be filled again. The goal should be get rid of the job position altogether. But it's really depressing that it took this for a conversation about the absolute scam that is the American health insurance system to go mainstream.
Luigi Mangione, I think that's how you say his name. What he did put this conversation on the map, but it still kind of achieved nothing because we still have a lousy healthcare system in America. So
you know who doesn't need healthcare anymore? Jimmy Carter. Because he's dead. He died at the ripe age of 100, and I know what you're thinking. Vaxxed? But at his funeral, we all saw this. He's Hitler! He's Hitler! He's Hitler! He's Hitler! Oh, hey, buddy. I'm sorry, I seem to recall this man scolding the black community for voting for a racist, sexist fascist. And here he is, chatting it up with that very racist, sexist fascist.
That is so true. See, that's the whole point of this. It's just a show. Obama calling Trump Hitler means nothing. It just makes normal people get mad. But don't get mad because he obviously doesn't care. I feel like he was forced to do that. Forced to go out there and pull for Kamala voters because she wasn't getting any. And so he had to come out and say that. But behind the scenes, he's like, you know what, Trump? I really don't have a problem with you. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is don't get caught up in all of this drama about politicians and the left and the right. Let's just focus on getting the best outcome for each president, each administration, just getting the best outcome to make things better for us. You know what I mean?
Gee, it's almost like they don't fucking believe it. Like, the Biden administration literally just named an aircraft after George W. Bush. George W. Bush! The literally Hitler from 20 years ago. In 20 years, we're going to have like a Navy fleet named after Trump. It's all fake. It's all big fake gay club and we're not in it. At the end of the day, these people would rather see the country burned to the ground than actually help the citizens in it. Literally.
Breaking now at 11, 16 people confirmed dead in the California wildfires. New fears the massive fires will only continue to grow.
There's no water coming out of the fire hydrant.
What do you mean you ran out of water? You're California! You're next to the goddamn Pacific Ocean, for fuck's sake! It was getting so—
Pacific Ocean? Pacific. I remember when I was a kid, I used to say specific all the time.
so bad people were using almond milk to put out the fire. California moment. Thousands of people have lost their homes, lives were destroyed, but thankfully the Biden administration sent $20 billion to rebuild California. That's amazing. Just kidding, that was for Israel. But thankfully Trump—
Okay, that's something that is such BS. Why do we send other countries money before helping out our own citizens? What did Biden actually do for the people who suffered in North Carolina from the natural disaster that happened there? What did he actually do for them? Instead, he sends $20 billion to Israel.
Trump has frozen foreign aid for 90 days. Except for Israel.
Except for Israel. Still.
How are the Democrats doing since losing to Trump? Are they taking a step back and reevaluating their tactics and their platform? Are they looking for a real populist candidate to put up for 2028? What is their plan?
Do they honestly believe she's gonna do better in 4 years than she did now? She was literally the vice president for 4 years, and she did nothing.
Oh, god damn it. So let's get into these responses I got to my videos, shall we? Okay, I searched ShoeOnHead reaction, and I'm scrolling through these videos, and it's like, anime girl, anime girl, anime girl, anime girl, anime boy, anime girl, anime girl, anime girl. I feel like I'm scrolling through the porn history of the average ShoeOnHead fan. Oh, by the way, I will link the videos I react to in the description down below, so you can watch the full videos, the full criticism if you want to. But if you do go to any of these people's channels, please be normal in the comments. We are all just people who have different opinions at the end of the day. If you have the urge to call them like a libtard soy boy cuck in the comments, write instead, "You are a fine, distinguished gentleman. Have a wonderful afternoon." See? It's not that hard to control our anger.
This is a 17.5-minute video from a rich white person talking about how both parties are the exact same.
What a fine, distinguished gentleman. I hope he has a wonderful afternoon.
Who is her main audience? It's going to be all conservative types. Every single one. Every single one of these centrist people, their audiences are always conservatives. 100% of the time. Every single time. All of them.
Centrist type people. Okay, alright. Destiny has...
What does he mean by centrist type? You mean reasonable and objective? What does that say about him?
said that Kamala Harris is to the left of him on economics. Kamala Harris. That technically puts Destiny to the right of me on econ. Destiny has opinions that fall to the left and right of where I'm standing. I have opinions that fall to the left and right of where Destiny is standing. So, who is the centrist here? Or is centrism when you're a YouTuber who makes fun of both sides? And yeah, sure, sorry lefties and liberals and Democrats in my audience, you don't exist. You're all Republicans now. Take your complimentary Trump hat and liberal tears mug. Also, as a left-wing YouTuber, shouldn't having right-wingers in your audience kind of like be the goal? Who are you making content for if not? Do you just want to preach to a choir? If you want to watch some—
That is so true. You don't want to talk to deaf ears. You're basically going to be talking to your reflection if you only want to hear people echo your voice back to you. And I don't think that's the point of social media or YouTube.
someone who agrees with you 100%, just talk to a fucking mirror. I don't understand this criticism. I like that there are people with diverse opinions in my audience. It's so freeing. I'm not audience captured. I can say I want to bring back Ronald Reagan from the dead so I can kill him with my bare hands, and the right-wingers in my audience would just be like, haha, she's so funny. Haha, it's nice we can listen to alternative viewpoints. I can fix her. Frankly, I know for a fact a lot of left-wing channels would kill for the audience demographic I have. Are you kidding me? How do we reach young men on the right? How do we get young men to listen to us? Skill issue.
It's hard for me to know, bro. I honestly can't tell with a lot of these people. I wish I could just get them in a room and get them like shit-faced and we could just like have a conversation where it's like, do you understand, like, you know that like all your fans are conservative, right? You know that like everything you do is conservative, right?
But why is that a bad thing? Why is he taking issue with that? He wants to get them in a room, get them drunk, so that he can ask them, don't you know all your fan base are conservative? Okay, what's his fan base? Probably all left-leaning. What is he trying to say? I hate it when people act like their viewpoint is the one that trumps all, and that if what he's saying is true about her, isn't that the same thing that is him and his audience? He's just being a hypocrite.
Can you tell that? Are you aware of that?
Okay, first of all, getting drunk with Destiny and having him all up in my face like, you know you're a conservative, right? You know your audience is conservative, right? Sounds like a fucking nightmare. I think I would throw up and cry. This is all especially funny coming from someone like him, who's also constantly called a centrist and a right-winger and a Nazi because he has opinions that fall outside of the left-wing internet bubble. Like, I have seen people say these exact criticisms of Destiny, that his audience is full of incels and right-wingers. You know, Destiny, at the end of the day, we're not so different, you and I. People
like Tim Pool I know are intentionally lying, 100%. But for somebody like this, like all of the other centrist types that get swept up in the middle that end up just being like mass conservative propagandists, I'm not sure.
What? I'm sorry. Mass conservative propaganda? I am so tired of defending myself like this, though. Frankly, I've seen what makes someone a progressive to these people, so I don't really mind when they call me conservative. I'll take it, Destiny. Conservative, centrist, whatever.
Someone did die. One of the bullets hit Corey Comparator as he was protecting his family. It's one thing to make fun of a failed assassination attempt, even a successful assassination attempt on a politician. If we can't mock or criticize the people in power, there is an issue. But it's another thing to mock a innocent Trump supporter that died. The guy didn't have any power. He wasn't a politician. He was just a dude. I don't like—
He wasn't just a dude. He was a guy that was posting a ton of inflammatory shit on his social media, who was at a rally for one of the most inflammatory candidates of all time, but—
A dude wasn't—
You can post whatever you want online, as long as you're not threatening someone. What does he mean by inflammatory? Is that him just saying that he just speaks his mind in a way that you don't like? People can say whatever they want. There's a reason why we have the First Amendment. I feel like he has no point here.
Wasn't just a dude and deserved to die because he posted inflammatory shit online? My brother in Christ, you do that. I do that. We all do that. All right, I'm done with this one.
That's exactly true. Everybody does that. That's why we have social media. It's because we all talk shit.
I'm done. I don't know what I expected. I honestly expected better. I did not expect this. Hopefully the next person is more sane. So let's go.
This is called America is in Shambles. I'm excited to see what this is.
Build Back Better? Agenda 47? Let me introduce you to the Shoe New Deal. Bring back the red Pizza Hut cups.
What is this video? Is this are we just gonna be like, America's in shambles and we're just gonna, haha, I'm a shit poster, I don't care because nothing affects me? Right, like it's just like disaffected memes or something?
Why doesn't he just play the video to see what it's about?
What we're doing?
I love how he's so confused about the concept of an opening skit. I don't understand. Where's the 500 paragraphs of text?
I've been very busy, as some of you know now, and as some of you guessed. I have recently had a baby, and as it turns
Whoa!
out, that takes up a lot of your time, and it—
Ugh.
Wait, why did he go ugh? Why did he go ugh? Nearly 40-ass-year-old man. Come on, Jake. Tick-tock. Time to...
He is almost 40. He does look like that. Why is he going, ugh? That is so rude because she had a baby.
settle down and have some children. Those sperms are drying up.
So I'm just gonna call it, and I hope you enjoyed that. It was a little insightful. I really like ShoeOnHead videos. I mean, I think she's pretty objective. I like her. Subscribe to her, subscribe to me, and I'll see you on the next one.